Good morning to every student and teacher of RHP and Renaissance. My name is Hans Lin. I am honored to stand on the stage to represent myself and talk about my RHP school life today. I have been in this big family since sophomore year, and now there is only 200 days left for me to enjoy my school life with you guys. When I first came here, my English was not good, so I was afraid to communicate with American students, and I had the fear of showing myself because I am from another culture that I don't know if anybody will don't like me. But however, the truth is, everyone was so nice and friendly, and it is hard to describe the kindness they showed. And while my parents were asking how I felt in America, I always responded in a happy mood. I told all my friends and relatives that my new school was made up of a group of people with the best qualities of mankind. I really appreciate every person in our school because all of you make an effort to create a peaceful environment for me to learn and make friends. And nobody laughs at my accent and grammar mistakes. I used to be one of the Haggies. Mr. Haggie made really good dishes were my motivations to go to school every day. During the first year, I even refused to go out with my friends after school. It is just because I did not want to miss the dinner made by Mr. Haggie. Mrs. Haggie always shared some useful message to make friends from her personal experience on the way to school. And she reminded me how to be a good man every time when I did something wrong. Her encouragement was the most precious gift for me. And my friend Luke was the first friend I made in RHP. He is not good at expressing his feelings except when he is playing video games. Luke cares a lot about his grades, and he taught me how to be a self-disciplined person by his actions. He is just like the stars we saw during this outdoor education. Like, though he says nothing, but people can see him shining. Yao was already graduated, but I still want to mention her. Yao offered me the most sincere friendship I had ever had in my life. Sometimes, although Yao was so straightforward, pointing out my weakness, but she really plays a very important role in my RHP school life. I saw Yao's face and her goals and the effort she paid, so I really hope she can be a good doctor in the future. Even my friend, who has strong self-confidence, also helped me a lot in daily life. He makes me believe that if I keep doing things I like, I will gain a meaningful life. Everybody knows Ivan plays basketball very well, and sometimes when he came home and he there's some mistake with the never mind. So sometimes when Ivan came home and he was tired of training, and I would suggest him to take a rest on the next day, but Ivan just smiled and said, "Since I love basketball, I will pay everything for it." Phoenix and William are really social boys that girls like them. I don't know why. It may be because they have very similar appearance. I'm very grateful for their chemistry, and they would always stand with me if I am in trouble. I just want to make sure it doesn't cover my face. My parents run companies, so I used to think that I should become a businessman in the future. But now I have totally changed my mind because of the teachers in RHP, especially Dr. T and Mr. Holloway. I was so lucky to be in Dr. T's AP chemistry class last year. It had only 3 students, so he took care of every one of us very carefully. I usually could not understand the complicated rules and questions very quickly, so Dr. T helped me with his free time. He never shows impatience. Dr. T is always happy to do more for the students, and I can tell he loves his career. I still remember last year, he showed us the environmental protection documentary, and I know a lot of the the environmental protection knowledge, but Dr. T is now acting as a perfect example of environmental friendly person. He bicycling to the school and back every day. Nowadays, many young people think the money is the most important thing of their life. No matter how much money I might earn as a businessman in the future, I would not feel happy if I don't have a rich spirit. Dr. T, I believe all the contributions you made to the community will be appreciated and will be remembered by people in their lives ahead. So I am thinking to be a teacher in the future. I want to gain happiness by doing the things I like. Furthermore, Mr. Holloway makes me learn that honesty is the best characteristics in the world. He forgives me all the time when I did not finish my reading response. If I have appropriate reasons, of course. I will never afraid to tell him the truth, and he would encourage me. Since you are working on it, things will get better. So I have learned never to tell a lie. Also, my deep thoughts and creative mind can always be represented in Mr. Holloway's class. He can understand my viewpoints at once. Mr. Holloway, I feel that your knowledge is as endless as the sea, and I hope I can reach 1% of it in the future. My whole senior speech sounds like a shout-out, but I am actually talking about myself. To all teachers and my friends in RHP, you have changed my perspective for the world. You made up my personality. My time in RHP is just a very short moment in my life, but I will always remember it in the future, in my heart. And true shout out. Thank you, Kyle, for enjoying the unforgettable Costa Rica trip with me. Thank you, the other Kyle, Jacob, and Ben for being my teammate when I was playing soccer last year. Thank you for always stay with me in Mr. Holloway's class, and now it's Miss Bailey's class. Like, we always learn English together. And thank you, Ellie, for being so positive during the outdoor ed. And thank you, Brandon. I remember my first day of school, I was being your shadow, and you lead me to all the classes I have and let me know all the teachers and classmates. Thank you, Miss Rudolph, to support me with my artworks. Always, I own you so many art materials. Thank you, Miss Blanchett, for always being patient when I have questions, don't understand. Like, thank you for letting me stay during A block. And actually, I appreciate every one of you. And there's so much to say. Thank you for listening.